everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So today is kind of a recap. I'm 3 weeks into 75 hard as of yesterday. Today is day 22. So I'm like 3 weeks in and it's been going really well, and I wanted to give an update. I kind of stopped doing the daily vlogs. I just kind of fell out of the routine of doing them. I can definitely come back to them if you guys like them. But also, kind of, if you do want me to come back to them, can you guys please let me know, like, some different things maybe you want to see? Because I know it was, like, kind of a lot of the same, it was, here's my workout, here's my book, maybe here's something I'm eating, here's my coffee. So, kind of, if you have any ideas or anything that you do want to see, please let me know, because I do want to, see that. I was thinking I could do, like a what I eat in a day type of thing, that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, I've got notes here on my laptop, and I've also got a few questions that you guys sent in. So if you see me looking down or to the side, then that is like what I'm looking at, because I wanted to make sure I cover everything. So as of right now, I think it's going really, really well so far. So what I have changed from my normal like rules, the rules I started with, I'm doing like a modified like Christian girl version of 75 hard. So I was my original rules were up by 6:30 or earlier, 30 minutes of Bible time, gallon of water, two 45-minute workouts a day, following a meal plan. I saved these on the lock screen of my phone, so I'm gonna check. Read 10 to 20 pages of a nonfiction book, and a reasonably early bedtime. So far, the ones that have been the hardest and that have changed. Well, let's go with the hardest ones first. Reasonably early bedtime. It's just not happened. um, I've been pushing a lot of things to the end of the night, and so bedtime does not happen early. Um, Drinking a gallon of water has been a lot harder. I end up like kind of cramming all of my water in at the end of the day. I want to get better about that because that is not pleasant. That is not enjoyable. So also, let's see. Oh, take a picture of yourself. That was also a rule. Um, that one has actually been like that. I'm not, that's been a different kind of thing, because it's just like it's one of those things that I forget. Um, but yeah, and then my other was going somewhere with this. Getting up early, I've missed a couple of times. I've like overslept and things like that. But I'm also kind of trying to give myself a little bit of grace. I didn't want to like commit to that at the beginning, because I don't want it to be like oh well, I just don't feel like doing it today, so I'm gonna, skip. But it's like I'm giving myself graces if I, mess up on accident or something like that. So those are the ones that have been the hardest for me. Um, it's really not been too hard to do the other things. So what I've changed so far is early bedtime is not on my list anymore, really. I mean, it's still physically on the list, but like I'm, not necessarily holding myself to it. I'm trying to get better about it because I have not been sleeping much. So I'm trying to get better about it. I have changed to just one workout a day instead of two. It is one 90-minute workout instead of two 45s. That's just something that's been working better for me. Um, and the hardest one for me is water. I have been really bad about not starting drinking my water until late in the day, and so I'm like chugging water, and yeah, so I need to get better about that. I've had almost 800 milliliters already today. So I need to get better about that. I want to drink a good little bit. I'm actually going to something tonight, so I want to get my workout in before I go, and hopefully most of my water, if not all, because like, I can drink water tonight when I get home also. But obviously the more that I get done, the better. So can I see a difference? Yes. So far I can definitely see a difference. And I'm going to pull up the question real quick too, because this was something similar to something you guys asked. So I'd love to know if you feel better mentally as well as physically, and what my favorite part of the challenge is. So my favorite part has just been the like, I've seen progress, but also like, so that's my favorite part. Um, Seeing progress and feeling good, but also like I'm really enjoying the routine of this. Is I I feel like it's much easier than I expected. Like this is something I really want to continue, and like have this be more than just a 75 hard challenge. I want this to be kind of like daily routine. So I'm really liking that. I really want to stick to it. I feel like I'm, doing a lot better, and yeah, I'm really enjoying that. Let's see. And mentally and physically, I do feel a lot better. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping a ton, but like I've still, been like in a good mood and all of this stuff. And usually, like, my body is very, like, I need very specific things in order to function well and be like a friendly human. And I feel like I've been doing really well even without that. So, like, everything's kind of balancing out. So, I'm really happy about that. I am gonna try and work on the sleep, but, so, nah. But, yeah, I think I've been doing really well, I feel like. Most challenging and most rewarding part and what came easiest, how is it growing me? So what has come easiest is probably like implementing everything actually is pretty easy. Like I said, the hardest has been water. And then there have been a few nights where it's like I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't want to work out, but I've been, it's been like a non-negotiable, and so um that's been like working. Um the easiest, like it was really easy to implement all of this. Um it's been really nice. So, I mean, I'm sure there are days where I've maybe it's possible I've forgotten something, like forgotten to read or forgotten to do something, but like I feel like the discipline is being built. So I feel like I think I'm in a season of trying to build discipline, and I'm really enjoying that. So I think that's how that's growing me. I think like this is building a lot of balance in my life too. Is like I feel like that's why I'm doing really well mentally and physically right now. Is I feel like there's so much balance that it's even when something else isn't going well, this is kind of like evening it out. So I'm really enjoying that. And then I guess I'd just like to know how you feel about your progress. I feel good. I did do a weigh-in the first time, and it wasn't as much as I'd hoped. Now, also, kind of disclaimer, I don't know exactly what my start was because like I had just come home from a trip and everything, and I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna start. I'm not gonna like worry about it too much. I may have like weighed in at the start, but not like I wasn't super strict about it, so it's not quite as much as I would like. I don't want to like say too much here, especially since I don't know the exact number. Speaking of that, actually, I need to put in the updated number in my app so that I can track it in the future. But yeah, I feel good about the progress. I feel like I've been doing well. I feel like, um, I mean, there are some things obviously I could be doing better, but that's okay. This is all a growth thing. So, um, those are my YouTube questions. And then I did finish my first book. I finished Finding Baby Holly. Now, I know so that was a nonfiction. I know a lot of people do like self-help books, but I wanted something that like I was actually gonna really, really, really enjoy reading. And Finding Baby Holly was really good. Um, Kind of synopsis of it is I don't want to give away spoilers, so if you're planning on reading this book, maybe skip a few seconds in, because I don't want to spoil it. But basically, Baby Holly is a true crime story. This woman basically is approached, and she's in like her 40s, and she finds out that she was a missing person, and yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it, and now I'm reading Becoming Elizabeth Elliot as my nonfiction, and I also started The Tattooist of Auschwitz. Um, so that is it is a fiction based on a true story, so I can't really count it because, that. But Finding Baby Holly was my first book, and it was really good. And I'm reading Becoming Elizabeth Elliot by, let me see if I can find the title. It is by, it is by Ellen Vaughn. So, and it's good so far. I'm still kind of getting into it. It is not my favorite yet, but I'm also still like early in it. So, but yeah, so I'm reading that right now. I'm not sure what book number 3 will be, or even if I need a third book. I'm not sure. Because I'm at day 22 now, I have 43, that's not right, 53 days. 53 days left, so I'm probably going to need another book. But yeah, that's what I've been reading so far. Then specifics of what I'm using or doing. So I'm using the MacroTracker app. I really like it, and I haven't gotten to once you get to 30 days, it says you unlock like a dashboard or something like that, or charts. That's what it is. You unlock charts to see like your progress. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. There we go. So that is locked until I get to 30 days. So that should be coming soon. But it like it lets me track like my macros. I'm trying to get this to where you guys can see it. Anyway, it lets me track my macros, calories, all of that stuff. Exercise, water. I've been using this to track my water. And then I use a mason jar, or I have a tall blender bottle that it measures just below a mason jar. So I've been using those two to drink my water, or water bottles. Water bottles have been a good option too. I don't track my exercise in here. I do my time, and I don't want to subtract the calories from it. So I don't track my exercise in here. But most of my workouts have been a really long indoor bike ride, or I've done a couple of Grow with Joes, or stretch routines, that sort of thing. Walking in place, I've been doing that because that's another thing. I haven't been holding myself to the going outside workout, so most of them have been indoors. I've done a couple things outside, but most of the time it's been indoors. So then goals moving forward is I do want to keep this going. Like I said, I've been really enjoying it, and I feel like it's balanced and sustainable. Like I feel like, with the eating plan I'm following, like it's not too like restrictive, and I feel like working out is like a really good like goal. I may, scale it back to not 90 minutes after the 75 hard, but like I've been really enjoying it. I do want to get better about doing my workouts and drinking water in the morning so that I can like not be pushing it to the end of the day. And then my reading and things too. I like it's kind of nice to be able to do that in the morning some days. So hopefully the idea would be like wake up, call with a friend, and then I do my Bible time and read my book all in one kind of sitting there. Sometimes I do kind of have to, get up, make my coffee and things because I do fall asleep. Um, but anyway, that's kind of like what I want to add moving forward is moving things up in the day so it's earlier, um, and kind of just getting into a better routine with that so that it is not happening all at night. Um, yeah, that's kind of my big goals moving forward. So, thank you guys so much for watching this and for kind of following along with me on the 75 hard like journey. I really do appreciate it. And so if you do want me to bring back the daily like mini vlogs, like I said, please let me know like anything you want to see. Because I'm happy to, get back to those. I just kind of fell out of the routine of doing them. But I did enjoy like kind of, filming. Sorry, my phone's going off. I did enjoy like filming, every day a little bit, but I also knew some days I wouldn't get very much footage and things like that. So I do want to make sure that I'm getting something out that's like you guys are interested in seeing. So yeah, if you do want to see more, let me know. I'm turning this down so that um but yeah, I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you know that Jesus loves you so so much and you are so special. And I hope that you take this as a sign to maybe try um you know, try 75 hard. My end date right now should be, I believe it is the week before Thanksgiving. I'm checking my calendar now. It is November 21st is my end day. So that's really exciting. So right before Thanksgiving, and right before holidays and all of that. So I'm excited for that. Um, I do want, like I said, I do want to keep this going. I know with the holidays it may be a little harder. It may be more sporadic because, there's not very much time. There's 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I could kind of get back into a routine with it between there and then, you know, that sort of thing. So, but yeah, like I said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you know that Jesus loves you. Bye.